After the rough water and tight confines of the Miami Marine Stadium, the Rooster Tail Talk presents Saturday Night Hydroplane League Division I fleet will be happy to stretch their legs on the virtual Ohio River, but a dogleg front stretch and a deceptively tight turn 1 will challenge the fleet as the midseason run to the championship begins. It's the Thunder on the Ohio World Championship. Final heat action comes to you next. Hello everyone, my name is Derek Kinsey Jr. and welcome. We have an action-packed final ahead of us, but before that, we have to thank our sponsors for tonight's event. Rooster Tail Talk is the presenting sponsor of the Rooster Tail Talk Presents Saturday Night Hydroplane League. Join host David Newton on a weekly tour through the fastest sport on the water as Newton sits down with some of the personalities that make this sport great. For more information and to listen to past episodes, head on over to roostertailtalk.com. And before we get into the final heat of Division I, we want to update you guys on what happened the week before in Division II action in this edition of the D2 Update. And in the Shriner Fest Regatta, the final victory went to Kim Burt in the U81T. Holy smoke. Kim took the win from TJ Serwinski and Jake Bell, who was the trailer in this race, but advanced into the third position after some attrition in front of him. Now, Kim Burt usually runs a piston-powered boat in Division II, but after some damage sustained at Miami, he threw the turbine into that boat, and it seemed to provide the extra speed he needed to get the first win of the season. Meanwhile, down the fleet in that final, it was yet another up-and-down day for Carson Kelly in the U20 Mountain Dew Presents Jacked Up. Kelly went first, second, and first in his qualifying heats, but an engine failure as they were coming to the green ended his night before it could begin. Carson took a did not finish in the Shriner Fest Regatta. In the updated National High Point standings, Carson Kelly continues to lead in Mountain Dew Presents Jacked Up, but that lead has closed with the victory by Holy Smoke. Mountain Dew Presents Jacked Up now leads 5,059 points to 4,775. Oberto Presents Wonder Bread is third with 3,963 points. Dunlop Motorsports is fourth with 3,387. And Luke Nelson's Pico American Dream rounds out the top five with 3,360 points on tally. Those five racers, if the season were to end now, would move up into Division I, but there are a whole host of drivers trying to chase them down, including Miss DHL, driven by yours truly, in sixth on 3,062 points. We had 4 qualifying heats to set the field here at the virtual Ohio River. That last heat paying dividends for some people in the National High Point standings. We're going to take a look right now at your starting field. 6 boats on the front line. 1 boat will be the trailer. This is the final heat of the Thunder on the Ohio World Championship. We start with Peyton Hopp in Mike's Hard Lemonade. Peyton won Heat 2A and finished 4th in all 3 of his other qualifying heats. He comes into tonight on 937 points. And next up is DJ Miller in Digital Confectioners Presents Def. The U1 took 3 wins and a second in the qualifying heats, that second coming in Heat 3A. He's on 1,530 points. Eddie Canfouche is next in the U16 Cheerios. He swept all of his qualifying heats and qualified second. He comes in as the top points earner on 1,680 points. Quinn Miller is next in the Stu Self-Service Garage. Quinn won Heat 3C, had 2 seconds and a third in the rest of his qualifying heats, and he's on 1,295 points. Next up is Mickey Washburn in Miss Vandelay, finished second in Heat 4C, picked up a third, fifth, and a third in his other heats. He's on 907 points. And Bo Rarick in Tequila Patron ESM is next, qualified fifth, bookended his qualifying heats with wins. He's on 1,450 points. In our trailer will be Saxon Hop in Mike's Hard Lemonade 2. He was disqualified in Heat 1C for causing an incident, finished second, third, and sixth in his remaining heats, and won the consolation heat to be our trailer in tonight's event. So that is your field, and it's a slow parade of boats heading down into turn number 1. You see Stu's Self-Service Garage and Mike's Hard Lemonade sitting there at the bottom of your pictures. They are the latest of the trailers. There's Mickey Washburn. He's going to pull around, and Miss Vandelay, he will go around a second time as the boats begin this milling procedure. Remember, there is no 80-mile-per-hour rule here in the Rooster Tail Talk presents Saturday Night Hydroplane League Division 1. So what you're seeing right here, this jockeying for lanes, this is all legal as these boats sit here trying to wait for the start, as we are now 1 minute away from the 1-minute pin. As we see here, we got 3 boats trolling. That is the Digital Confections presents Deft Stu Self-Service Garage and Mike's Hard Lemonade. See Mike's Hard Lemonade 2 streaking past there on the outside. That boat is going to be the trailer. If you're watching us for the first time, he has to start 5 seconds behind this starting field of 6 boats, as we are now ticking down the time. As another boat comes into view, as we're now 30 seconds to the 1-minute pin. Let's see who this is coming in on the left side of the picture. Don't have a shot of the boat yet. As the 3 boats trolling here get on the power. Now there it is. It's the U16 Cheerios coming around the outside, as we are now under that 10-second mark as we come in, as Eddie Canfouche gets really close to that turning buoy. As we now come to the 1-minute pin, they cannot pass that yellow buoy before 1 minute, and it looks like we're all good. No, we're not, as Eddie Canfouche has to make the left turn. He jumped the buoy. He jumped the 1-minute pin. He'll have to go around again as the fight for lanes begins. And as Peyton Hop is going to get chucked out to the outside, it's going to be Bo Rarick that gets the number 1 lane as we get ready to start this heat. So it's going to be Tequila Patron ESM lane 1, Stu Self-Service Garage lane 2. Mike's Hard Lemonade, I believe, is in lane 3. Digital Confectioners presents Deft in lane 4. Mickey Vandelay in Mickey Washburn, rather, in Miss Vandelay, is in lane 5. And Eddie Canfouche is going to have to try and get this done from the outside. There he is, streaking in at the back of your picture as we're under 10 seconds to go. And up on the power they come. 5 boats streaking towards the start-finish line buoy as it's 2, 1... Mark, let's turn them loose in the Thunder in the Ohio World Championship, and the boats streak into turn number 1. It's a good start, and who's going to get there first? It's going to be Quentin Miller in Stu's Self-Service Garage, leading them through turn number 1 for the first time tonight. Bo Rarick is in second in Tequila Patron ESM there in lane number 1. And it's a side-by-side battle between Digital Confectioners presents Deft and Mike's Hard Lemonade for about 4th, as Miss Vandelay is in 3rd as we streak down the backstretch. Heading into turn number 2, we got a boat over. 2 boats have gone over. Bo Rarick is involved in that. Couldn't see from here who that other boat was. That's 2 boats out of this race, but it's Quentin Miller who continues to lead. Battle for second is on behind them. DJ Miller is in lane number 2. in Digital Confections presents Def. Now Miss Vandelay is going to move over into lane 3 as they head down the front stretch. TJ Miller, our defending champion, holding on to second, trying to catch the U24 as he just comes over, and Miss Vandelay cartwheels side over side. She's out of this race, and meanwhile it is smooth sailing for the Stu Self-Service Garage of Quentin Miller. Heading into turn number 2, has over a rooster tail advantage over the rest of the field, and this, if you are Quentin Miller, is exactly what you want to see. Clean water in front of him, no one behind him, and he's just on a Sunday afternoon pleasure cruise as we begin lap number 3. Stu Self-Service Garage leads the way. Digital Confectioners presents Deft is second. As we are trying to see who else is left on the water, we're going to stick with Quentin Miller as he goes into turn number 1. Continuing to lead the way, and here is a replay. This is going to be what happened between Bo Rarick and Mike's Hard Lemonade, and Bo just got all sorts of spots and walk and just walked across into lane number 3. Peyton Hop had nowhere to go. He gets taken out, and that is the end of his evening. As for Quentin Miller, he continues to lead, no challengers, as Digital Confections presents Deft there at the back of your picture as a rooster tail behind. I believe U16 Cheerios is the only other boat left in this race. He is in third behind these two. And at this point, they're just trying to catch Quentin Miller as the championship laps begin. Lap 4 now on the board with Stu Self-Service Garage leading the way. Digital Confectioners has been Deft in second, and the Cheerios in third of Eddie Canfouche. As you see them there in the back of the picture, we got another replay. This is what happened to Miss Vandelay. And it looks like Miss Vandelay just got over a little bit into the wash of Digital Confectioners presents Deft and went over as we take a long shot at it now. And Miss Vandelay just cut over a little bit too early, gets into the wash from the rooster tail and gets sent right over, ending her night as a surprisingly high attrition event here on the Ohio River as we begin the final lap. Quentin Miller in Stu Self-Service Garage, the U24, already has a win this year in that exhilarating final at Gunnersville in round 2 of the season, and he looks like he is well on his way to pick up win number 2 of the season as Digital Confectioners presents Deft starting to draw him in just a little bit. There was about 3/4 of a rooster tail advantage through that turn, but it is now ballooned to over rooster tail and then some as we go down the backstretch for the final time. Stu Self-Service Garage not even really flying the boat as Digital Confectioners presents Deft is starting to close, but I don't think DJ Miller is going to have the time to catch him as we come through turn 2 for the final time, and to the start-finish line buoy, Quentin Miller and Stu Self-Service Garage takes the win in the Thunder on the Ohio World Championship. DJ Miller is second in Digital Confectioners presents Deft. Eddie Canfouche is third in U16 Cheerios, and that is going to be really our only finishers in this event. Well, a high attrition event here on the banks of the Ohio River, probably something we would have expected to see at Miami rather than here at Evansville, but it is Stu Self-Service Garage and Quentin Miller picking up the win. So here are your official results. Your only finishers: Quentin Miller in the U24 Stu Self-Service Garage takes the win. DJ Miller in Digital Confectioners presents Deft is second. Eddie Canfouche in the U16 Cheerios is third. Bo Rarick, Saxon Hop, and Mickey Washburn all DNF out of this event. Peyton Hop also crashed in the event, but he received 4th place points after it was determined, and as we saw in the replays, that Bo Rarick caused that collision. So both the Hops do get points here in the final in what was a high attrition event here on the Ohio River. So Quentin Miller becomes the first repeat winner of the season with his win here today at the Thunder on the Ohio World Championship. Let's see what he had to say about his run. Quentin, it looked a lot easier than it really was, and it really started off from just how chaotic those first couple of laps were. How did you survive?
That was one of the eeriest heats, not even finals, but heats I've ever run on this game. Like every time I've ever won, I feel like it's really close. And I had Jimmy Shane spotting for me in that one, and that was he cleared me to lane 1, and then Bo got an overlap on me, and then I managed to hit the start right on the money, and Jimmy said you're clear to 1 on the backstretch, and I was like, here we go. And I could hear some wrecking behind me, and then all of a sudden it was just clear water, and I guess there was only 3 boats that finished. I don't know what happened back there. But holy cow, I was just like, man, I hope I don't throw a prop here. I hope the engine doesn't blow. I couldn't believe that it was like, holy cow, I got the lead here. That was pretty cool. Got to thank my buddy Stu for the sponsor, Stu Self-Service Garage. If you ever need to work on your own car, highly recommend checking them out. They got on the sponsor here.
You gonna lord it over DJ that you got one over on him in the first 1-2 between you guys?
Yeah, I gotta even that. That's he got his I believe it was his 4th career win last week, and then so now I got my 3rd, so I gotta keep running him down.
You picked a great time to have your best runs of the evening. Quentin Miller wins here at Evansville. Congratulations, Quentin. I know you guys gonna get ready for Slam Fest. We're gonna let you go. Congratulations, and go celebrate.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for everybody that watched. I know it was a long night, but that was a fun one.
The Rooster Tail Talk presents SNHL Fleet will be in action one final time this year as they head to the 2.5-mile course in Madison, Indiana for the Montgomery Custom Boats Indiana Governor's Cup. That race comes to you live December 19th, 2020. You can check out live action of that event on the UHL Hydroplanes Facebook page. We'll be going live with that race, and we'll take you from qualifying all the way to the final heat. Well, that'll do it for here at Evansville. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time for more Rooster Tail Talk presents SNHL Division I action. My name is Daryl Kinsey Jr. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.